thing too in Cameroon is that we produce films before thinking of what to do with it. Yeah, that's one of the worst things in Cameroon. We go to shoot a film before thinking about what we will do with the film, which is supposed to be all the other. You don't get up and go to shoot a film before thinking about what you want to do with the film. You have to be clear about what you want to do with the film before even getting to the set. Because if you are aware of what you are doing, you will know the market. You will know your niche. You will know that this film, I'm doing this for these people. So this is how this film should be. This is how I will sell this film. And then you now go to shoot the film because you already have a market. But in Cameroon, we shoot films before thinking what should we do or who can buy this film. And in most cases, that's why films are shot. They don't see the light of day because sometimes the producer sees that all the efforts were in vain. He just gets frustrated and dumps the thing somewhere.
Yeah, but how do you think we can fix it though? Because I think in order to build the industry, so to speak, we should be able to fix some of these things. How do you think we can fix it?
I think that it starts with educating filmmakers and identifying people. You know, one thing which goes back to the ego and pride that I was saying is that if the filmmakers that started in the industry and made some mistakes can come back to educate the ones that are coming that, okay, this is where we didn't get it right, we will have a better industry that is growing. People have to, before you pick your camera and go to shoot, you should have an idea, first of all, of why you are doing it. Because everybody who is doing film is not doing it for the same reason. So it starts from why you are even doing the film. Because if you know why you are doing it, you will know how to go about it correctly. But if you don't know why you are doing it, you will not know how to do what you want to do correctly, and we will keep having the same problem. So I think that it starts with arming yourself with proper information, with proper knowledge. If you are hoping to succeed in a field, try to find out how those who succeeded in that field succeeded. We should be able to learn from other industries that are working. We have other countries around us, Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, they are doing well. We should be able to find out what is happening there that is good, you know. Instead of going to Nigeria and bringing actors to come and be acting in our own industry when we have actors, which is good for business, of course. What about going and bringing light technicians, bringing directors from Nigeria, bringing marketers, and sitting with them and asking them how they do it so that we learn?
Yeah, you know, I think there are a few film actors or there are a few producers and stuff who are kind of successful in Cameroon, but I think those guys don't talk a lot about how they get there. Maybe it's like some huge secret that you need to keep for themselves. Because I was watching one thing one day and someone was talking about Afro pessimists in Africa will say, and he thought that maybe it was a phenomenon that happened only in the diaspora or only with our brothers in the diaspora, that when an African or when a Cameroonian, for example, is successful, it's as if he wants to be successful alone. He doesn't want, it's as if, it's almost like one rooted thing that you don't want to be, you want to be successful alone. You don't want your brothers around, you know, to gain from the success that you two are doing, and which in the long run is actually very detrimental. I think we might think that someone who has kind of found a way or found his formula to go about something and get successful in, say, in the film industry, might be keeping it all to himself and just, you know, grinding on it alone. Of which, if you, in the long run, I think that is more detrimental even to you as a businessman, because at the end of the day, you look at everybody who is around you and none of those people want to do business with you.
Yeah, right. But you know that it goes two ways. It's also about the way people behave. Cameroonians generally, in the filmmaking business, there is always that, like, I'm more placed, I'm better placed than. So the humility too, you know, to to learn is not there. You see, I would like to just quote this. Of course, I will not call anybody's name, but I once sat with some filmmakers, and they were discussing about Can Quintos, and the only thing they could say about Can Quintos was about his habit, like he can be arrogant, and I asked that from every other thing that that man has to offer, is that all you can see from him? I think that sometimes people cannot share because people too don't want to be humble. Can Quintos came from nowhere. I don't want to say nowhere. Let me say he came when we're not expecting and changed it. I can say that Can Quintos changed Cameroon film industry as we know it, because it is from him that people started trying to really aim high. Before, people were doing good stuff, but it was not really competitive like it is now. So, but now if he came and did something like that, how many people actually said, okay, let's find out what was the concept, how did he pull this? You will see filmmakers will not want to look at, he is this, he is that, this is wrong with him, this is what is not wrong. So we don't have that culture of picking the good from people. You know, you can not like me, but you can like an aspect of my hustle.
Yeah.
You should be able to come for that thing that you want from me and get it and go away. You don't have to, people don't have to be pleasing people to learn. He does not have to have a good attitude for me to pick something from him.
Yeah, sure.
If he's good at what he's doing and his attitude is not that good, I will deal with the attitude and learn what I want to learn. So I think that we don't have that culture too. That's why those who know what they know stay quiet. Because somebody cannot go out there and learn something or maybe pick up something, you don't know what they went through. And then you don't want to be humble to learn it. You want to also raise your shoulder. They'll definitely not tell you.
Yeah. I think it all still boils down to this aspect of professionalism.
Yes,
because
that's why I say our professionalism level is 5 or 4.5.
Because if
I wasn't talking about the movies. I was talking about the way we work.
Yeah. Because if you are professional, you need to. You should be professional. A professional will understand that this guy has done something right because it is working for him right now.
Yeah.
And I think there's something that I can pick out from that, and it's professional for you to kind of say gang.
Yeah.
Gang. Even though I know some don't like each other, but gang. And
Yeah.
I know that you have something that that can benefit both of us, and you kind of work together because there are many enemies, so there are many people that you would think are concurrent.
Yeah.
But they still work together and they are still prosperous together, and they make business and they do business together, and it kind of pushes the whole industry ahead. So where do you think our entertainment industry as it is right now? I know that we have spoken a lot about the film industry, but where do you think the entertainment industry in the whole would be in, say, 5 years from now?
Well, I think that a lot of things are changing. Yeah, a lot of positive things are happening, and people are believing in Cameroonian content. It also has to do with the life, the standard of life in the country as a whole. Because before people can stream movies or music or whatever, it has to start from how they are living their lives. Yeah, you don't expect someone who barely eats to put data to go and watch your film. His problem is not the film. His problem is to eat. So it starts from the livelihood of Cameroonians as a whole. So if the standard of life in Cameroon as a whole is changing, that is how consumption of art will change. And you see, other places are very big because the people there who consume the art and promote the industry, they are already doing very well. You see, you can put tickets of a premiere in some places for 20 million and people will pay. If you put that in Cameroon, well, no. I don't know.
Where would you like the industry to be in the next 5 years? In your own imaginary scenario, where would you like it to be?
I see that there will be a lot of change, a positive change, because there is a lot of one thing that is happening now that I think that if it happens properly,